Welcome everyone, this is Lucayu and here is my second cooking video. Today we're making Crusty Flatbread from the Warcraft cooking book. First you want to start off with some flour, then some baking powder, some salt, and some fresh rosemary chopped up. Then you want to mix all the dry ingredients together, add some oil, then you want to start mixing the oil and the dry ingredients together. Now you want to slowly add water and mix this all together. Mix it all into a ball that kind of doesn't stick to the side of the pot, basically. All right, now you're going to want to start lightly dusting your table with flour so that you can knead the mix on it. It was nice and sticky. It didn't want to come out of the bowl. But just knead and knead and knead for about a few minutes. And then you want it to be not sticking to the table, just a nice looking dough. And then what I did was kind of rolled it out into a long thin strip and then chopped it into 3 parts. And I tore it apart. Now on this first one I used a rolling pin, and I kind of wanted to get the flatter 10-inch dough like the book told me to get. So I went with a rolling pin and then put it on the pan. Now here's the thing I forgot to do. When I preheated the oven, I set it to 400 when you're supposed to set it to 450. So this first one cooked for about double the time because I had to crank it up halfway through to 450. It still came out all right, but just make sure you set your stove at the right temperature. Now for these ones, I pressed out. I kind of wanted them maybe a little thicker. I thought I'd try both the thinner ones and the thicker ones, so I made 2 smaller ones. These ones were hand pressed. And you'll see in the next shot that the first one came out a lot harder, a lot crispier. I actually didn't even have to let it cool down to break it apart because it was so easy to break apart. So it was a little more dry, a little more, just dry on the mouth. So don't make that mistake. Cook it at 450 until it looks golden brown, and that's what it should look like. Nice golden brown, little bits, but not too dark. Now here's the first one. So this one was only a few minutes after I took it out, so it was already really hard. You can see how hard it was to break right there. But I will say that it still tasted really good. I liked it. It wasn't too bad. Now here are the other 2, and they came out quite well. I thought I'd try some with a little bit of apple butter. So I threw some apple butter on it, and it paired pretty well. I know the recipe says to try with jams and other dips, so I'm sure any kind of dip would really work well with this. And there is that hint of olive oil and rosemary and that little bit of salt, so it's a very tasty little treat to have, and it's easy to make, so it tastes well with any kind of dip. I'm sure the apple butter was delicious, but it definitely holds its own. And I encourage you to try making this. It's very easy. Don't have to use milk or yeast or anything like that. So give it a try and tell me what you think. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.